Hey, we got a great episode coming up. I want to say off the top, we end every episode saying, you know how this works. And it dawned on me, maybe some of y'all don't know how this works. So this is what we're going to say. Hey, if you see an episode of ours and you enjoy it, please hit the like button. Those likes make our content available to a bigger audience. And maybe some of your friends might like it too. You don't have to share if you don't want to share the content. Maybe it's too saucy for you to share. That's cool. But if you hit the like button or maybe even, share it in the DMs, possibly on the low, and ask your friends to like it, it would help us out a ton. We'd appreciate it. Thank you. Now to the show. Let's go. We begin today's episode paying respect to a lioness of the Senate. Rest in peace, Dianne Feinstein. I heard the Grand Reaper was shooting for Mitch and he pushed her in front of him. Hey, welcome to What Had Happened News. In today's episode, we have Family Flowers Friday. Family Flowers Friday for Anthony Nesty, U.S. swim team coach.
Shout out Anthony Nesty, who loves shout outs. We knew we would get a black swim coach. It was just that y'all kept taking lakefront property away from black people. We couldn't afford pools, but bam, we snuck up on y'all ass.
I think I know where they got the idea to get a black swim coach from. Congratulations, brother Nesty. We're also going to talk about Trump getting his name taken off buildings. That's fun to see. And in an ongoing series, we're going to talk about something near and dear to our heart, the theft of black genius. Today's episode, we're going to tell you about Roy Hamilton, the rock and roll legend that you've never heard of, but you've definitely heard his sound. And also, hey, how did Walt Disney build that empire? Little secrets about the mouse that you might not have known about. Here we go. But first up, after countless accusations since as early as 2018, Republicans have finally brought witnesses forward with firsthand accounts of Joe Biden's criminality.
They call him star witness, Jonathan Turley. And he says absolutely nothing.
Mr. Turley, I have a simple question for you. In your testimony today, are you presenting any firsthand witness account of crimes committed by the President of the United States?
No, I'm not.
No, you are not.
Remember, these are the Republican witnesses.
Ms. O'Connor, you are the second Republican witness here today. Have you, in your testimony, presented any firsthand witness account of crimes committed by the President of the United States?
I have not.
Thank you.
Who have been investigating for years.
Mr. Dubinsky, as the third and final Republican witness in this hearing, have you, in your testimony, presented any firsthand witness account of crimes committed by the President of the United States?
I have not.
And
Strike three, you're out.
The Republican investigators who have been investigating for years are saying they have no evidence of wrongdoing, just a lot of ifs.
Have you ever heard them say if since we've been sitting here for I don't know how long?
Yes, I've been taking a tally.
Oh.
More than 35 times the Republican witnesses and Republican members of the committee have used the word if.
Thank you so much for that. Because honestly, if they would continue to say if or Hunter and we were playing a drinking game, I would be drunk by now.
So can we keep our government open, please? And just so some of y'all can tell the difference, this is what it looks like when they have evidence of wrongdoing. We have an exclusive interview with soon-to-be homeless Donald Trump Jr. So what's up, man? You gonna start selling crack, sucking dick? What you gonna do to make it now that your family losing all this money?
Sir. Listen, I don't know.
You know your dad going to jail.
It's actually hard to believe. I mean,
Not for most of us. Your daddy committed fraud with the valuations, didn't he?
we altered it, did that for years. Do anything we wanted in New York City. But
Hey, yo, real quick, somebody call Letitia James, see if I get points for getting this confession.
Donald Trump's name is being taken off of Trump Place. And in Chicago, we like, well, what y'all waiting on here? Tribune, y'all still gonna keep this name? Hey, I'm Dr. Tribune. So did they take the name off because they repossessing the building? And that's how you do it. Like, you can't take the building to the West. We just gonna take your name off. You can use these letters for your legal defense. Yeah, the letters for your legal defense.
Yeah. So those will be collector's items right there. That's a good point. Yeah.
They took Trump's name off the building. Nobody in the building cares unless his name's not on the check no more. When his name ain't on that check, then they're going to have a problem. Like, hey, where the f*** is Trump at? We are tallying votes right now to see the new name of the building. Let's see what you got. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, it's unanimous. All Trump buildings will now be named Ray's Boom Boom Room. See you there. Now that they took his name off the building, there's going to be so many confused billionaires. Like, they won't know where to take their prostitutes and their cocaine. This is ridiculous. How are they going to live?
For years, I knew that Elvis sampled black musicians to create a style, but I didn't know he actually bit someone's whole game. Voice, moves, everything. This is the story of Roy Hamilton. Check this out.
Did you know that Elvis Presley copied a black man's vocal style of singing?
Seen here in a rare movie appearance was Roy Hamilton.
My chickadee, come here to me.
An obscure R&B singer who greatly influenced Elvis's early vocal style.
Roy had a record called I'm Gonna Hold On Tight and Don't Let Go.
Oh, shucks. Well, I won't stop for $1,000,000. I love you so. Just hold me tight and don't let go.
I'm gonna hold on tight I don't let go. Oh, he was oh. Elvis goes, that's going to be the bottom part of my life. And Elvis just grabbed it, okay?
Roy and Elvis only met once and had an opportunity to perform and record together. Elvis wrote a song and gave it to Hamilton, but it never took off. On Hamilton's deathbed, Elvis sent flowers to his soon-to-be widow all the way until he passed and for 6 months after. But he never shared none of that bread or any of the royalties from all the stuff he stole. So, do what you want to with that. Now, what about Walt Disney?
Oh boy, Mickey Mouse is no Negro. Well, I'll be darned. Mickey is a colored. Yes, it turns out Mickey Mouse is a caricature of black Americans. And if you don't believe me, let's hear it from Mr. Disney himself.
Think of them as simply as comic animals, or were you concerned with them as human personalities?
Well, no, I'd say human personalities in the body of a cartoon animal. It was just a way to crowd our way into with the competition,
But the competition of animated cartoons?
Yes, in those days I had Felix the Cat to compete with, and I can't remember all the others, but you just had to get in there and you had to make them funnier or better, I don't know what.
The creator of Felix the Cat has explicitly stated that Felix the Cat is a caricature of the Negro Pickaninny type. So Walt Disney's inspiration for Mickey Mouse is coming from people like Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington, and other black American jazz greats at the time. This is very obvious in Mickey Mouse's Jazz Fool. Or the Shing-Ding, where it looks like Mickey Mouse is dancing with a mammy type. And because Uncle Tom's Cabin was all the rage, Mickey had to cover it.
This mother. Thank you for watching What Had Happened News. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a homie, give us a star, give us the little hearts. Do all the things to help us out, man. We trying to grow this thing. You know how this works.